Cliff Retriever Inc. is making a big push on a national scale in the area of mobile processing. Tell me, what is a mobile card reader?
Mobile card readers come in various different forms. The one that we see today that we believe is going to be the cutting edge of the entire future for our industry is the small mobile readers that you'll plug into a smartphone. So if your daughter was a babysitter and she was at someone's house and she decided she wanted to be paid with a credit card, she can very easily pull out of her pocket a very small device that plugs into her iPhone, her BlackBerry, her smartphone, and swipe that transaction right there, and that transaction would happen overnight. And that money goes into whatever account she set up. It comes off of whatever card that is swiped. Today, going forward, we're going to see this type of technology to be the #1 growth area of our company and of our industry.
Is there a risk of hacking, though?
There is. There's always the risk of hacking. For every good thing we have, there's always going to be the bad element. Right. So you got to make sure that whoever you're doing business with is not just out for the good that comes from that transaction. They have to be protecting you on the back side of that transaction. And that's really what separates our company from lots of others, because we're going to do the due diligence on the backside, and we're going to spend the money on the backside to protect you and the card holder that owns that card.
Cliff, not everybody is utilizing mobile technology. So who stands to benefit the most, and what about those people who are maybe not in the technological game?
Well, what we find in our business is the service industry as a whole is one that benefits greatly from this particular type of transaction. These guys already have phones. You know, they already are communicating not only with their home office, their wife, their children, whatever it may be. There's no added equipment cost, and we can easily put this device on their phone. It's very easy to protect. It comes in a very small little case. You know, it is a seamless operation for everyone involved. The merchant can plug this in, run the transaction. We get the data that we need to protect not only the merchant but the card holder. Everyone wins on this transaction.
So it's secure for a restaurant, anybody, you're telling me?
Correct. Correct.
Are there extra steps to take to be compliant with this mobile processing solution? Are there any extra steps that a restaurant or any merchant has to take?
There is. Anytime you change the type of equipment that's used to collect that data, to our industry, the most important thing is the data that's collected from one of these machines. Business owners as a whole across the world today, they approach our industry wanting to get their machine, their credit card machine, as inexpensively as they can, not realizing that that machine is our employee working in their office. If that employee is not collecting all the data we need, we can't give them the best rate, we can't protect their business, we can't protect cardholder data. So to answer your question, what we have to do with the mobile technology that's out there, we're going to see that that technology will evolve. It will change every single year. What is compliant today will not be compliant tomorrow. So really what is going to separate companies is their ability to move their merchants ahead in a way that cardholder data is protected and the merchant's protected. So if you don't have a vehicle to do that, you really are practicing, in my opinion, a type of processor malpractice. And you should be taking that merchant's exposure with those transactions and protecting them. And if it costs the merchant money, you know what? The merchant needs to understand that. And every merchant I ever visit, Jack, they will tell me, Cliff, thank you for sharing that with me, and we want to make that change. because we want to do it the right way. No one in business wants to take cardholder data and deal with it in a incorrect way. They just don't want to do that because the exposure for that is too great. So what they have to understand, business owners have to understand that if they're going to take those cards, they're responsible for it. If their machine is out of date, it does not matter to our industry. It does not matter to that card holder. If their card information was stolen from a machine that was out of compliance, they still have to pay for that speeding ticket. They still have to pay for that, you see. And the person that shopped there will never be back. And in that particular small town, how many people is that? That one person may represent thousands of people.
Right.
So our business model is built around us protecting the merchant. At the same time, we're protecting the consumer.
I'm Jack Criss, publisher of Greater Jackson Business Magazine in Jackson, Mississippi. We've been talking to Cliff Torrance, CEO of Retriever Inc., also in Jackson. Cliff, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you very much.